Hello, so this is part two of the dynamic calendar. So in part one, I showed you how to create this calendar here. And in this video here, I want to show you how to use conditional formatting to make the calendar more pleasing. So if you notice when I pick, different week, the week it will highlight light blue here. So I achieved that by using conditional format. The other thing it's cool is, it will also highlight the date, today's date. So today is March 16. So it will always find today's date and highlight it orange, the color that I've chose. So let's say I move it, have it to start on Sunday as my start date. You can see it'll look for the 16 or today's date and it'll highlight it the color that I picked. And then the other cool thing is, I don't know if you noticed, but right here, right? So any dates that is not part of the month that I selected, in this case, like any dates that's not part of March 2026, you can see it's a lighter gray than all the other dates here, which is black, right? So let's say, for example, if I go to April and you can see here 29 to 31, that's part of March, so it's a lighter color. And then, 1 and 2, that's part of May, so it's a lighter color. All right, so let's go back to March so you can see. Um, so you can see, right? So 1 to 4 here is April, so it's lighter color. So I'll show you how to do that, and we do that by using conditional format. All right. And the other thing I want to show you is you notice here you can make this exactly like this here by using an arrow. So for example, just go click on this here and go to edit, go to advanced, and then go here and use arrow because right now it's a chip, so that's why it looks like this. It looks a bit different, but depends on your preference. Okay. All right. So let me just show you how to do that. So first, let's do today's date. So how we achieve that, we just highlight all this area of the calendar, then go to format and go to conditional format. So basically it's already selected right here, right? So P17 to W21, which is the area we want. And then what we need to do is from this format cell if, so go here and we're going to do a custom formula and we're going to go equal. So we're going to do P17 is equal to today. So basically we're just telling it if anything's equal to today, I want you to highlight it, right? So here I just pick a color, I don't know, I make it just, and then I just make this white and I just make this bold. There you go. And then it will just always highlight today's date. And the other thing you can do is you can make this, go up a bit so it'll look nicer, or you can center it too. See? And then the other thing I want to show you is it'll highlight the week. So same thing, we'll just highlight the area of the calendar. We just go add another rule, and then here we'll go to custom formula, and here we'll equal to let's see, P17 is equal to Q, I believe this is Q12, right? So basically we want to add this $sign here, so that means it's for like the entire area, and then we want to add this $sign so it could be fixed. Okay, and then the color I pick, I think it was light blue, so there you go. So now when I pick week 2, it just highlights it. Yeah, see, very cool. And then now we need to do the last conditional format where, if it's not part of the month that we selected, I wanted to show that it's a lighter gray color so we know which one is part of the month that we selected and which one is not. So same thing here, we just select this whole area here and then we just go add another rule. And here we go same thing, custom formula, here we go equal and we do month. Open bracket E17, so this will be like P17, so this P17, this means that it's not equal to the month, and then add month here. I can also paste this formula in description as well because it's a little bit complicated. Date, value, so basically we're saying make the color I want if it doesn't equal the month that I select. And then here you add a 1, ampersand. Then here is going to be this month. Oops, it won't take it. Alright, so now I have to spell it out. Q10. We're gonna make this. Alright, there you go. So basically what we did was we just selected this whole area, you can see, and then we wrote this formula here. So I will paste this formula here for you to see right here. Okay, right there. So basically you're just saying for the month P17, this area here, if it doesn't equal this month date value here, then make it light gray. That's what it is. So for the month here, just put in the cell that whatever you have it started on your sheet, it could be A17 or B17. Right now I have it as P17, so just have it in this week 1 here. Okay, and then the date value, just make sure it equals your month here. I have it at Q10 right here, so that's why I have it there. I put it there as Q10. So that's basically how it works, and I hope that this helps. And then the other thing I want to show you is if you're trying to convert this to Excel, what you need to do is just go to File, Download, Microsoft Excel. So I'm showing you this in a Mac, and then when you download it, it's gonna look like this, right? Like all the values are just not, just showing these, you know, kind of like error looking. But basically the reason why it shows like that is because Excel just doesn't know how to convert it right away. So what you can do is you go here where you have set up the dates for the calendar. What you need to do is just copy this. Okay, copy, Control C, or your Mac. I think it's Windows, or I don't know, Command C on a Mac. And then just delete all of this. Just go here and paste it again. It should work. Okay, that's all. That's all you have to do in Excel. And then you see it works. So everything is similar to Google Sheet. And then you can like rearrange the columns as well. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for watching.